So today we're doing what's in your purse. I don't own a purse. So we're gonna do what's in your gym bag. This week I did a little poll on Twitter and on Instagram, and I asked you guys if you would rather see a what's in my purse or a supplement video, and gym bag won by a landslide, but I also heard your votes for both. I'm just making this one first. This is my gym bag. I've had this gym bag for basically my entire CrossFit career, minus like a year. I didn't get a gym bag until probably about a year in, because my first year I was like, what do you need a gym bag for? I just show up in my clothes and my shoes. And now it's gotten so much more complicated. I guess we can just jump right into it. So on the outside, I've clipped my knee sleeves. That's them right side up. Also, disclaimer, I have not talked to any of these brands. They are not paying me. This is like genuinely just the stuff I use. So my knee sleeves are Nordic lifting knee sleeves, 7mm thickness, if that means anything to any of you. Let's see what else. I have one more thing clipped on the outside that you can't see. And on the back strap, I've got, on one of the back straps, I Velcroed my weightlifting belt. So this is my weightlifting belt. Sometimes you guys ask me questions about this when you see it on my Instagram. They're good for extra core support and back protection when I'm lifting heavy numbers. I didn't get a weight belt for a really long time because I didn't want to end up using it as a crutch. A lot of people will put it on for everything. My general rule of thumb is I don't put my belt on until I'm hitting 85% of my max or more on whatever lift it may be. Okay, now we'll dive into the bag. So I guess I'll just start at the front pocket. I don't think there's anything in here. This pocket is usually the pocket I just put like my keys and my wallet in when I go. Oh, a poop bag. Dog parents will know you always gotta have a poop bag on hand. All right, now let's get to the goods. Middle pocket, zipper stuck. Well, first in this little pocket, I've got lifting tape. A lot of the times you'll see people like tape their thumbs or their fingers. That's what this is for. Oh, I've got 2 resistant bands. These are very good for, they're good for a lot of things, resistant bands. What I mainly use them for is warming up before my squats. It's a really good way to activate your butt. And then I've got Quick Fix Spray. This is bacteria killing post-workout quick cleanse. So I don't always come home and shower right away from the gym. I really don't shower that much, period. And so I spray this on my face after the gym so that I don't break out or my skin doesn't get all gross, you know? And then I've got, this thingy. So this is actually for, it's for my phone. So I put my phone in it like this, and then this is a magnet. And so I can clip it to the rig or something if I'm using my phone as a timer or if I want to record a lift or something. And then I've got, it's a resistant band, but it's not a loop. It's just one long thing. It's good to use during stretching, but I like to use it to floss my bod. For those of you that don't know what that means, like if I were flossing my elbow, so to speak, I would wrap this around my elbow like super tight, like, and then I was like, you just move your arm around and it helps get some new blood to the joint and kind of mash out any scar tissue or knots in your muscles. And so that's, if you have stuff that is like feeling weird, like I get knots in my calves a lot if I do a lot of double unders or a lot of running, so I'll do this after. Get some good blood to my joints. Oh, another poop bag. Oh, wow, I got a whole roll of poop bags. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that we take our dogs to the gym pretty often because they like to come and hang out, and some of their dog friends are usually there hanging out, which is why I have so many poop bags in my gym bag. Poop bags galore. Then I've got, anything else in this little pocket? No. Clips. These are Oso Clips for the barbell. They go on the end of the barbell. Well, Jacob got me these for Christmas one year. I just like to have my own clips because these are super good, super sturdy, and they stay tight, and then I'm the only one using them, so I know they're not getting broken all the time. And then we've got a jump rope. I've got an RX Smart Gear jump rope. I'm not gonna unroll it because that was gonna be just annoying to put back together, but this is my jump rope. I mean, it's not a custom jump rope. When you go online, you just get to pick your colors. So I picked my colors, and the gray and green are my two favorite colors. So actually, I think Jacob bought me this for Christmas too. Anyway, so this is my own jump rope. Good to have your own jump rope. And then this is this is my backup jump rope. I keep it in a Tom's Shoes canvas bag. Don't ask me why. It's just what I had at the time. This is a backup jump rope. It's from Reebok. It's like not that great. It's pretty heavy, but it's like fine. And then I've got pre-workout. I don't really use this that much, but I keep it in my gym bag if I'm feeling like really crappy, or I use this during competitions. More so because this is the kind of pre-workout that makes you feel all jittery and hot. It's always good to have a little pre-workout on hand. Oh, that's it for that pocket. Now on to the big guns. There's gonna be a lot of shit in here. So first thing that's popping out is my wrist wraps. These are actually CLB Jacked Unicorn wrist wraps. For those of you that don't know what that means, that's Camille LeBlanc Bazinet, her Jacked Unicorn brand. That's what these are. I like Camille a lot. It's because we're both gymnasts. Anyway, so these are the wrist wraps I use. I like the thicker wrist wraps instead of like the cloth wrist wraps. And then I've got lifting shoes. They're they're the Reebok, I don't know, 2.0, 1.0. They're Reebok something or other lifting shoes. I don't use these in workouts because that's not practical. But I use these anytime I'm squatting, or if I'm snatching, or I'm working on my clean and jerk, whatever, I'm gonna wear my lifting shoes. I have good ankle mobility, so I don't necessarily care about the heel raise, but they are very sturdy and they're flat. That's why you'll see a lot of people lift in Converse. I've done that before. It's because they're so flat on the bottom. And so that's why I have those babies. And then I've got lifting straps. I really don't use these that often. I use them mainly when I'm doing accessory work, like Romanian deadlifts, or if I'm just working on the pull of my clean or the pull of my snatch, I'll use these just because they take some pressure off my thumb. I don't have to hook grip the bar. So what else do we got in here? Got my handy dandy inhaler. I do have asthma, fun fact. And then I've got a couple pens. You'll see why I have pens in a minute. I've got athletic tape, cause duh. I've got Preparation H, a little gymnastics secret. If you rip your hands, which sometimes happens, it happens to gymnasts, but it also happens in CrossFit. If you put a little Preparation H on it, it heals up real nice. That's why I have that. I've got a little air freshener ball. It smells so good. I mean, it just smells like clean laundry, but that's mainly so that my shoes and my wrist wraps and stuff don't stink all the time. And then, so this is why I have the pens. Oh geez, it's getting so empty it's gonna fall off the table. So I have these notebooks here. This is my new notebook, this is my old notebook. I just like to keep track of my workouts, and I also do like extra competition programming. So I'm not just going and taking class. And so I will write down all the programming I have to do, and then I can kind of like mark it off. And then I have records of, you know, what numbers I used and when the last time I did certain movements are. And then what else we got in here? A bag within a bag. It's meant for like grips, a grip bag, but now I use it for miscellaneous items. I've got chalk, liquid chalk, more liquid chalk, except this one's green, super fun. More liquid chalk, this one's pink. I used to have a blue one, I think I lost it. I have my old tiger paws, or lion paws, whatever you want to call them. These are from gymnastics. I really don't use them in CrossFit. I just still have them, and they're good to have in case I want one. I've also got my old grips. So these are from my gymnastics days. A lot of CrossFitters will use grips. They're not exactly the same because you'll see that on these grips, there's like a little dowel here. That's meant to kind of help you wrap around the bar. And the grips that a lot of CrossFitters use, do not have that dowel. But I don't use them anyway, and I didn't really use these a lot when I was younger either. I didn't really like them. I'm like one of the only gymnasts in the world probably that don't like using grips. And then I've got some warm vanilla sugar hand sanitizer. I've got a backup pair of wrist wraps. I had actually bought these and they came with the lifting straps. You'll notice that they match. And then I got the Camille wrist wraps in a Gaines box, and so I use those, but I keep these just in case I lose them or something happens. Or then I've got some pre-wrap. I just, as an athlete, like in lacrosse or gymnastics or cheerleading, like in CrossFit, like pre-wrap will always come in handy. Just have some. That's how I feel. And then I've got more athletic tape. And that's my whole gym bag, guys. That's the whole shebang. That's all I got. Oh, except now just a bunch of like dust and dirt is falling out of it. Gross. So this is what I keep in my gym bag. Some of it is definitely unnecessary. Most of this is unnecessary for beginners. It's just kind of stuff that I've accumulated throughout the years and I like to have on hand. But by no means do you need all of this stuff to be a good athlete or to be a good CrossFitter. Like CrossFit has become my passion, and so when you become passionate about something, you get more and more involved in it and more in the community and more, you know, so that's just kind of like where all this has accumulated from. Throughout your athletic career, you'll realize the right time to invest in any of this stuff. Don't feel like you need to buy a whole bunch of stuff, because you don't. You're already paying enough for a gym membership. I mean, let's be real, those are pretty expensive. So, now I gotta put it all away. Thanks a lot. Whew! All right, well, I hope that was interesting. I hope that you maybe learned something or got an idea for your swole mate's birthday presents. But that's all I got. So like and subscribe and stay tuned next Sunday, because next Sunday, it's gonna be a lot more interesting than this.